Mocking Dirk here. Just want to let you guys know this is an old episode that we had re-edited and put back out.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, cabling. Cabling. Say something, cabling.
Testing.
I gotta take the test real quick.
Hey, happy Wednesday, June 15th, 2020, and welcome to the Birdnest Podcast, Episode 4, Fight Companion, kind of. I am the Mocking Dirk, and with me is my co-host, my most loyal co-host, Haven, and unfortunately, the ever...
We've used stressful. We've used peculiar.
unpunctual Mocking Kelb
There we go.
could not join us today. So how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing well.
I hope you are all doing well as well. To answer your question, though, Derek, I am not doing as well. I canceled my plans for this evening to record today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I am pretty upset with Kelby.
Sorry.
But
were they good plans?
They were pretty good plans.
And
So
the
I'm a
butt
little-
plans?
What?
And the butt plans?
A lady does not disclose her secrets.
You're not a lady.
My butt's a lady.
It's in your butt? Oh boy. Alright.
Well, since she gets
Anyways.
frisky with her fingers, that's not my problem.
Anyways, Mr. K. I mean, I don't want to say he failed us. That might be a bit too dramatic, but he disappointed
Let us down.
It was his impression we would be recording much earlier, which we would have, than now. We were going to originally record at the beginning of the main card. Now this is getting into round 2 of the Tim Elliott Ryan Benoit fight. Benoit, I can't. Benoit. I don't remember. We'll count off the start of the second round if you want to go back and follow along, because this is not a live stream.
No.
Alright, yeah. Brought to you by Modelo. Modelo, you sponsor UFC, you might as well certify us. You'll drink more of your beer if you do. Alright. Tim Elliott, Ryan Benoit.
He's gonna lose.
Starting 455, 454, 453. Alright. This is a fun fight. But yeah, so Kelby bailed on us. We were going to originally do the whole main card. But he, granted, he's, his truck's in the shop, or Camaro's in the shop right now. And, he's having to use his, mama's car, and his mama works at 4 a.m., so he has to drop mama at the office at 4 a.m. before he goes to work. So, I get it, not wanting to stay up to midnight bullshitting with us.
He is weak. I got up at 4 a.m. every morning for about a year to go to work. He is just a weak man. He's a weak boy. Not even a man anymore. He's a boy.
A lad.
Just a wee lad.
He's a weak lad. We can't even pull up his own breeches.
Right, we should probably stop. We should probably stop the accents there.
I'll do this whole fucking night. Unfortunately, I'm drinking Bud Light, so I need my American accent. Which I don't know why I don't just use my normal voice, because I'm a proud American.
Yeah, that we are.
I immediately go to Tubuck. Oh, yeah.
Alright, Goofy, calm down over there.
No, Benoit. I want to say Benoit.
The T is probably silent. It's probably Benoit.
Yeah. He's a weird one.
Looks like a weird one. He looks like a wannabe Tony Ferguson.
Did you ever watch Peaky Blinders?
It's probably on my list of shows to watch.
Alright.
Which you know my list.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Very long one.
So, in one of the later seasons, there's this,
Oh, come on, Tim.
gypsy kid. And, like, he's this really little dude, and then he wants to be a boxer, and he just fucks people up. And that's what this dude's reminding me of right now. But,
That's incredible. Come on, Tim.
Tim Elliott's a fucking savage.
Damn it, Tim. This is what you get for shaving the mullet.
Yeah, you were very upset with him for shaving the mullet.
I'm telling you, he's going to lose again. As much as I want to see him win, he's going to lose again. He shaved the mullet.
By the way, this is being recorded about... What time is it?
Midnight 04.
Midnight. So July 16th.
Yeah.
Which is right around the time the Birdnest episode 3, the trilogy, should be coming out.
Yeah.
So, you know what my favorite thing about the trilogy is?
What's that?
Originally, we called it the trilogy because it's the third episode.
Yeah.
Now it's the trilogy because it's going to be the third episode, there'll be three. Yeah, it kickstarts 3 episodes in 1 week.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, what is this? Iganagi, or I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh, they're just killing each other's legs. Leg lock heaven.
Come on.
Oh, this is so scary. It just looks like everything's about to snap.
Snap a bone. Punch him in the pelvis.
Oh my god.
Twist his dick.
Twix his dick. Give him the old dick twist. He's hammering that thigh.
Let go of my leg.
Can I have my leg back?
Thank you.
Fuck him up, Tim.
Come on, Tim. Dance around. Dance around a little bit more.
Yeah.
I've never understood this graphic they put up.
What?
Is this strikes landed or absorbed?
I don't know. Sometimes
Like sometimes it feels like it's strikes that they've absorbed.
Yeah, but they don't distinguish.
For those of you who do not know, UFC in the last few cards, I think since the pandemic they've had it.
Well, they've always had similar stuff.
Yeah, but they've got a little thing that they show that shows significant strikes
What
to the head,
the
body, and legs.
Fuck. God damn, Tim. You elbowed him 8 times in the face.
Well, he grabbed my leg.
You grab first
It's only fair.
58th rule of life: don't grab Tim Elliott's leg.
You grab my leg, I take your eye. Leg for eye.
Do you remember the rules of life? I put that list in the chat not too long ago.
I think you might have put screenshots of you writing them down in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, it's in one of my documents. I don't know which one it is though.
Ugh.
Oh, found it. Okay. Rules
Oh
of
boy.
life. Okay.
Some of these rules will not make sense unless you are.
I'll just read the first
loop.
10 rules. The 10 commandments of life.
These rules are, if you know, you know.
Okay. Rule 1. Hose before bros until the hoes become hoes.
God, I forgot some of the first ones.
Rule 2. Round 3 just started, by the way. If it floats, if it flies, if it fucks, it's a rental.
Give him the jab belt, Tim. Come on.
Rule 3. Look at the mother.
Yeah, karate kick.
And then this is the first Jacob-inspired rule.
Heh. I remember this one.
Rule 4. Never invent a form of communication to impress a girl. Example. A man once trained a pigeon to carry messages for him. He tied a letter proclaiming his feelings to his beloved on the leg of a pigeon. And when she went to open it, the pigeon shat on her hand, and she never spoke to him again. Rule 5. Pop the collar
And
make the
holla.
bitches holla. we'll read the next 5 after this amazing fight. That sounded sarcastic. This is actually a really good fight. Tim Elliott might have had something wrong with his glove.
Looks like his finger slipped out of the glove, or the glove might have torn.
Yeah. I'm surprised Goddard didn't stop it there to at least check, but
Or he jammed his finger.
maybe that's what it was. He's still need to be careful with that. It's weird. I haven't seen that. You know, Tim Elliott's one of those few fighters that can throw the triple jab and then land. Like, only the best jabbers can actually do. Like, GSP was so good at that. It would be like, hit. You know, just...
So what you're saying is Tim Elliott is the next GSP?
No, not by any means. I think the next reincarnation of GSP won't look like a rat that did meth.
Lives in a trailer park still?
Yeah. I mean, with or without. We like the mullet because it fit the aesthetic. Without the mullet, the mullet added points. Without the mullet, just ugh. Ugh.
Tim Elliott would probably kick your ass.
I can take a hit. Probably land at least one.
You'll land one, but then he's going to wrap you up in some sort of weird, double inverted, upside down,
So a
inside
regular.
out.
Double inverted, a regular?
Double inverted, upside down, inside out, leg choke. He's going to choke you through your leg. He's going to cut off your airflow from your leg.
I mean, that doesn't seem that hard, actually. I feel like the only thing at first will break your hip bone. So it doesn't seem that hard to choke someone through the leg. You just gotta break something first.
No, they're not choking you with your leg. He's going to choke your leg and it's going to cut off the airflow in your throat.
That's not possible.
You underestimate Tim Elliott's
once
skill.
again, if you break this, wrap around the throat, you'll cut off the circulation in your... God damn, he's bobbing and weaving. Maybe I can't knock him out. I think I can punch harder than this dude. Little orphan.
Orphan boy.
Orphan boy. He looks like an orphan boy, ain't he? He's not. Look at
Oh
him.
God. Why?
Look at him. Get a good look at his face.
Somebody...
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any change?
Shiny shoes for a quarter.
I shine your shoes for 6p, sir.
Why do some of these guys just have such a good face for just giving them shit?
Fighters are ugly people. That's why they learn to fight.
Look at who's the model? Chris
Rockhold?
Weidman or Rockhold? Which
Yeah.
one of them is it?
Rockhold.
Fucking come on, man! They're not all ugly.
Yeah, that's why he's not a good fighter.
Oh, you slipped. Trying to shine his shoes.
There's a snake in my boot. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
We have now come full circle.
Oh.
What is that a tattoo of on his fucking chest?
I think it's a dice. He's
God.
moving though, so I can't tell.
Looks like a fist. What is the Tim? What are you tattooing on
He has
yourself?
a leopard skin pride fist on his forehead. I don't know. There's only so many jokes I can make about Mr. Elliott. That sounds weird to call him Mr. Elliott.
Cheeto.
Fun
Bella.
fight. Yeah, it's gonna be more fun than yours and O'Malley's. At least I know that was a really shit burn there, but it was a burn nonetheless.
Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns said fun fight at hashtag UFC Fight Island 1, but why is it 1 when it's the second fight?
Because he was supposed to be at 1.
Yeah, but Aljo used 1 as well earlier.
Let me see. That might be what it's listed
I
as.
know, but I don't know why it would be. This is Fight Island 2.
Because the first one was
Oh, I
a
think
UFC
he just called
251.
Kraus out. what's his name? Drakkar Klaus.
Oh God.
That's a fun fight. Drakkar Klaus.
I mean, I think they might be calling it UFC Fight Island 1 because this is the first fight night. The first one was
Oh yeah, okay, I get it.
It would make sense.
Yeah,
I
get
don't
it.
really fucking see the point, but you know.
Whatever. It's gonna be so weird going through when you get the DVD box sets. Not that they do
I
those.
want the Fight Island DVD box set.
But no, when you go through the box sets, it'd be like, what happened from on ESPN, 68 to fucking Fight Island to fucking Jacksonville 1, 2, and 3.
God, dude, those are
Fucking Apex 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Fight Island 4, then Apex
dude. We've had
5, 6, 7, 8.
dude.
Then probably Jacksonville 4 to 100 if we're going how Florida keeps going.
Listen,
We're a bunch of savages. I'm sorry, world.
listen. I've seen a lot of other places in fucking the United States of America where fucking most everybody is listening and numbers are still going up. So
You know, Rwanda had 2 COVID cases.
just two,
Just 2.
the whole population.
No, Rwanda has a bunch of poor sons of bitches. It's it's a 4th world country.
Yikes.
They only had 2. They didn't even have a death. They just had 2 cases. Fucking
God.
Florida. Fucking leading the world into a new age.
Listen,
Crocs and alligator wrestling.
listen.
Wrestling.
Listen, people dying is not that bad.
I hate this stupid fucking
Formula
commercial.
One.
Not Formula 1, the fucking stupid vampire roommate office ripoff.
Yeah, that is awful.
It
But
looks so
Formula
bad.
One.
What's the one big it's in Ford versus Ferrari, the big race, the French one.
Yeah,
Le Mans?
close enough to how it's pronounced. Yes,
Something like that. I would watch that shit.
that is.
I can't watch. I've said this to Colin. You want me to watch NASCAR? Make it an 8-track.
Yeah,
I just
that'd
can't
be
do
fun.
circles. Kind of a little motocross, dirt bike, raise one, lower one, make it you're going uphill, downhill, and turns left and right.
Yeah,
Then
That's
boom,
why-
and then once you get
races like the Le Mans and rally racing are fun to watch.
And then, when you get crazy, just take some basic Hot Wheel tracks, get a giant shark, have the little fire ring. Would you not watch it? Would that not rival Super Bowl?
Wasn't there a TV show on Cartoon Network or some shit that was produced by Hot Wheels based in that fucking?
I have no
with that
idea, but
concept?
it's basically Speed Racer.
Yeah,
But no,
I want to
seriously,
watch that movie again.
I could watch the original show.
Listen, I liked the movie.
I
There
don't
was
like
no
how
show, but the movie wasn't bad.
I didn't like how they did Racer X.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was so.
But-
He was Batman. I'm like, why is Racer X Batman?
Listen, sometimes you just need to cater to the DC fans.
Sometimes you have to be Bruce Wayne. But there is no more Bruce Wayne. There's only the Bat.
No, but I want to watch that movie again. That movie was pretty good to watch.
Yeah. What? I can't wait for this. Ige versus fucking Calvin Kattar.
Oh,
Who's your
okay.
pick? I know we said in the last one. I got Kattar.
Cater.
Alright. So after this, when he wins, we're going to celebrate by waiting
we're gonna-
tomorrow.
We're gonna quick trip up to Boston and
No, I was just going to get some clam chowder. Get some fish and chips. We'll go to Joe's Crab Shack over in Daytona.
well, you can have fun eating it, but I will sit there and be like, looks pretty good.
You don't like fish?
I like fish, but
Not Joe's Crab Shack fish.
It is not often that I trust places like that because I, again, can't eat shellfish, so...
Well, you're not normally going to get shellfish and regular fish.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
almost an impossibility, really.
Yeah, I know. It just happened at Red Lobster, so I tend to not
okay,
trust
that's
it.
Red Lobster, though. That's like
Red
the
Lobster.
worst.
I didn't even get fish, homie.
Yeah.
I did not even get fish
know,
at Red
it's Red
Lobster,
Lobster.
And it got me sick, okay?
I know, it's Red Lobster. They're fucking savage. Like, we call ourselves savages. Fucking Red Lobster is like the Mongols. Not the biker gang. The fucking, like... Attila the Hun was a fucking line cook at Red Lobster. Genghis Khan was shift manager. They're the bitches. What Red Lobster
But
got
they're
back.
successful.
Yeah, but they're bitches compared to what Red Lobster has in the kitchen.
God.
I would like Matt to confirm this, even though I don't think he can get into Red Lobster. I think it'd be like the salty spittoon. He walks in there, how tough are you? I'm tough enough to get into Red Lobster.
Why are we talking shit about Matt?
Because it's fun. And he bailed Tuesday.
That's true. To be fair, at least he just straight up fell asleep. It's not like he showed up here and then bailed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kelby should have slept so he could come. So it's like they're mortal enemies in a way.
Yeah.
One sleeps too much and the other sleeps when he shouldn't.
Ugh. Alright, Daniel.
Where's he from?
Hawaii? One of the islands?
Are you only going off that because of his tattoos?
No, they refer to him as the Hawaiian sometimes, so...
Yeah.
Let me double check.
The Hawaiian.
Pretty sure he's from Hawaii.
Remember when
He is from Honolulu.
the one fucking reporter was asking Bisping after, I think it was a GSP fight. It was at the pros fight press conferences. There was the one fucking asshole like was asking about signature moves in the UFC video game.
Oh my god.
Like, do you think every he was asking whoever that got, might have been Garbrandt, someone that got knocked out. He's answering questions, and they asked about the fucking stupid UFC video. Like, do you think every fighter should have the individual move, and what would yours be? And like, I don't remember if it was Garbrandt or someone else that got messed up, and they're like, oh, and then Bisping's like, can we cut the fucking bullshit? I can't do Bisping's accent. He's like, okay, shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Like, just like, what a stupid fucking question. But it's like, that's not a bad question. It's just a terrible time to ask it. Like, you might ask someone that's just got knocked out. It's like the fucking Robbie Lawler Tyron Woodley interview, like post fight, when the person like was criticizing Robbie Lawler. It's like, did you basically like why? Pretty much asked the basic like, why didn't you keep your hands up? And Robbie Lawler like very politely just kind of explains like, well, I was trying to keep my hands up, but when you throw a punch, your hand leaves your guard, and I just was, I guess, a little too slow bringing my punch back. It was just like. It comes from Ruthless. You sound like a fucking
Listen, sometimes you gotta talk down to the idiot.
Walgreens customer service rep. One of the
Listen.
baddest men in the UFC.
Listen, that's sometimes the best way to deal with the idiot.
No,
Let's
I
just
believe in
break it
purging.
down. Well, yes. But see, we do a lot to prevent natural selection. So there are a lot more idiots than there should be. Such as putting warning labels on the bleach.
Yeah. I don't believe in warning labels from bleach. Not because I don't want to protect people, but I think there's something else wrong with it.
Go on.
Your instincts should tell you bleach is bad. Like,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
smell.
look good. It doesn't sound good. You smell it and it's not good.
Quite frankly, if you managed to put any in your mouth and swallow, I'd be impressed.
You taste it, it's terrible. And if you act like they'll do some dish, but you're not ingesting at that point still.
Yeah.
So for you to ingest, you kind of gotta.
You gotta really commit.
I think that goes past natural selection. Like that's just not stupid. That's like you are an animal, like Danny DeVito playing the penguin.
Have you seen that fucking joke because of all fucking Danny DeVito's roles in Tim Burton movies?
No. Boy, what's the joke? How's it
Fucking
go?
his casting agent just is just talking to Danny from another room. He's like, "Hey, Tim Burton called. Do you want me to ask him to send the script over or anything?" And then and then Danny's just like, just walks in the room, like, "No, tell him I'm already on my way." As he has his like 4-foot tall top hat in his hand, because he's just always wearing this fucking ridiculous top hat.
He really does. He is a lot, Tim Burton. All right. I know we've been rambling like fucking maniacs, but let's actually focus on here on this fight.
This fight is important. We've been waiting for them to walk out, so the bullshit and tangents were necessary. There was nothing going on.
Yeah, but we should have been talking about UFC 251.
Yeah, UFC 251. It was a disappointment, except for a lot of the
disappointment.
prelims.
Okay, yeah, I'm running through. Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman, kind of how we thought it would go. I still enjoyed the fight. Kamaru fought a smart fight. I don't blame him. Jorge didn't look completely prepared, but I mean, I don't think he should get an immediate rematch like he called for.
God, that was...
But I think that's just him promoting.
Yep.
More than anything.
Absolutely.
I believe Holloway got robbed. I don't want to call it a robbery. I think he won. It was still a close fight, but I think he definitely won that. I'd be interested. Dana agrees. He called the media out in the press conference, like, did anyone score for Volkanovski? And no one said that, and it looked like there's a little bit of public beef between Volk and Dana.
Yeah, like,
Because Volk says he wins.
Yeah, I didn't... Like, I can see Volk having won the 4th and 5th round, but I do not even remotely... I'm not even remotely able to see that Volk won the 3rd round. So, like, I don't know what...
I can see Max winning 1 through 4. That's the thing. I think Volkanovski definitely won the 5th. He could have won the 4th, but I saw 1 through 4. I think Max could have won. That's the thing.
Yeah, like I'm 100% confident in 1, 2, and 3. 4, I'm in the air about. 4, I could have given it either way, but
yeah.
Like that was the biggest disappointment of the entire card.
Yeah. Aldo looked great until he didn't.
Yeah, he looked completely fine until 4th round came around.
I don't think he ever looked bad. He looked great throughout. It's just Peter Yan finally was able to implement his game plan, and then Aldo, kind of very similar to Anthony Smith, just did everything he could to survive as long as possible. And we talked about this originally, but just to be brief, it was like, yeah, a lot of people are saying it was a late stoppage. I can see why people feel that way. I don't think it was really that late. Maybe at parts you could have stopped it, but he was defending himself. He was doing everything right. It's just it got to the point of just delaying damage because he wasn't able to come back, but was able to not get finished.
Yeah,
it's almost, and that's why corners are around.
If you go back to watch the ending sequence of that 4th round, at any point along that ground and pound, you could have reasonably stopped the fight, and it would not have been wrong.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, the fight's on. We're about 4 minutes, 46 seconds, 4:45, 4:44.
We shall return to the rest of this conversation after the fight has ended. Hopefully in 5 seconds. Look how
Kattar just stalks. Like, he stays in there, but he just kind of like...
stalks after you.
Yeah.
It
always looks like he's waiting for that one. It's kind of in a little bit wider stance than normal. Might be throwing some kicks. Oh no.
Did the boxer finally learn to throw a kick?
Well, he's thrown kicks before. Maybe not. Yeah. Right up the middle of Seagal snap kick.
Wacha!
Ige's looking fun. A lot of movement. A lot of feinting with the jab. Excuse you.
No, excuse you.
Okay. Belch. That's some Michael Bisping level commentary there. Potato.
Tomato.
What a crisp. The texture. What the fuck were you talking about? That was so funny. Earlier, Bisping and Felder just decided to start talking about food in the middle of a fucking fight.
Yeah, they somehow got to food because
I get why they did tomato, potato, but just going on after that was just a little ridiculous. Seeing it to the end was a little silly, but going past it was just, oh my god. Come on, guys, get back to the fight.
Yeah, that was
It'd be like if Stephen A. Smith brought up a TikTok
oh
on
god.
Sports Center and wanted to talk about the TikTok. And it wasn't done by an athlete or anything. Just
Wanted to talk about the TikTok.
yeah, like it didn't have anything. It wasn't like an athlete featured in it. Just it was just TikTok.
Oh god. At what point does Stephen A. Smith finally go senile and start doing shit like that?
Well, the thing is, he won't apologize for it.
He won't.
He was just adding to his character like, I'm a guy that says fucked up shit, and I like TikTok videos.
Ooh.
Ooh!
He got a little desperate there.
A little
almost.
rolly. Kattar landed some bombs there. Trying to. Not gonna let him up. He wants to get as much hits as possible there.
There you go. Tagged him on the way up.
It's a fun fight. Fun first round.
It's been very fun so far.
There's gonna be a lot of dead air now because I'm going to watch the fight.
Okay, there
Oh,
he
well.
is.
Volkanovski asking who you got for this one. Volkanovski, you dumb shit. I said Calvin Kattar.
It's almost like
Your tiny Aussie brain couldn't comprehend that.
oh god. Listen, you call it a tiny Aussie brain, but that man is also a 200-pound rugby player, so
Eh. It's not a real sport. I'll match the 5 toughest hockey players versus the 5 toughest rugby players. Yeah, I think hockey would fuck them up.
probably would, but that's beside the point. Oh god. That'd be
And
fun.
Volkanovski doesn't get to be put in that conversation because he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah, he's not. He
Doesn't get to fight on the fucking rugby team.
He has since retired from the rugby scene.
Yeah, add Volkanovski onto that, I think the fucking rugby players win.
Dude, fucking Volkanov. If Alex is on the fucking rugby players team, you could take 2 rugby players away, they'd probably still win.
I don't know about that. Hockey players are pretty tough.
I think they're pretty tough. So Alex puts his fucking fist to their chest.
Yeah, but if they swarm them and grab both arms and just start swinging. Kattar has some hockey player in him.
Of course he does.
He likes those Boston right hooks.
Gotta put him in the timeout box.
Got a hockey reference, buddy.
Shut up. Suck my dick.
Baseball comes back the 23rd, opening day.
Next week.
Excited. Now, you're not even a baseball fan. You're happy it's coming back. Just so there's something else to talk about.
Yeah, something else to fucking talk about, something else to fucking watch.
I'm losing my voice. Ooh, Ige spitting out some blood.
Yeah. Kattar just lit him up right there at the end of the round.
But yeah, baseball's back. Go Red Sox. Yada yada.
I don't have a favorite team, but baseball.
Tampa Bay probably.
It's probably the closest thing to a team I have.
It would be the Rays or the Marlins probably. Miami or Tampa. Next closest is the Braves.
I mean, let's be real here.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite football teams isn't anywhere fucking near here.
Jacksonville.
Dallas is not anywhere near here.
No, you don't like the Cowboys, buddy. You don't like the Cowboys. It's okay.
I love the Cowboys. You're right.
It's okay.
I don't like them. I love them.
It's okay. They don't love you.
I know they don't.
If they
Just
did,
like
they
everyone
put on
else.
a halfway decent performance.
Oh God, you're right. You're very right. They'd get their fucking act together by this point, but you know.
You're a you sloppy hoe to the fucking Cowboys. They don't care about you.
I'm gonna use sloppy hoe to everybody. Nobody needs Jacob.
Well, I could have continued there if I lost it. It was gonna be the Cowboys are like a pimp from Arkansas. So you know what the hoes look like.
Oh God. Stop. Alright, back to the fight. We're fucking
Back to the
3.5
fight.
minutes.
Calvin. Is it Calvin? Yeah.
Klein?
Cater.
Like the underwear?
Cater. Not a lot. They're trading. Going back and forth. Pretty.
Just a lot of jabbing going back and forth.
Yeah. Very complex, we know. We're elite tier Dominic Cruz level fight analyst.
At what point do you think Calvin Kattar starts talking to Calvin Klein to be sponsored by Calvin Klein?
I don't think he has the Calvin Klein look.
I don't know about
He's
that.
more of a Ralph Lauren guy. Go right after Luke's fucking deal. Why do you want a fucking bum UFC fighter when you can have a top 10 UFC fighter?
And we have now laid into Luke Rockhold twice in about 10 minutes. Why did Luke Rockhold piss in our Cheerios this morning?
And you know, Luke Rockhold doesn't have to piss in anyone's chair. It's just fun to make fun of. I'll give him the respect. I'm not going to say I can kick Luke Rockhold's ass.
I mean, you give him so much shit for keeping his chin in the air.
I do.
I'm sure you could kick his ass.
He'd fucking... I'd die. Some fucking 1 in 100 chance I'd land a fucking haymaker on that chin.
Listen,
even then, I'm not saying...
Take one from Luke to give one to him and put him out.
I'm not saying I have the same punching power as Jan Blachowicz, though. Or even fucking Mike Bisping.
I can't wait to see Jan fight again.
Patreon. Should be against Aljamain Sterling. Hopefully Dana will get off his ass.
I was
say
talking
that.
about Jan from light heavyweight.
Yeah.
I hate they are pronounced the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see, Jan fight, Thiago Santos and then Dominic fight for the belt.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite
I just want them to just
matchup there.
I just want them to just go ahead and fucking just take the fucking belt from John.
Who's Glover fighting?
He is getting ready to fight Thiago Santos.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can't do my matchup, huh?
I just want them to go ahead and take the belt from John and have Jan and Dom fight for the belt.
Is Jimmy Manoa still around?
I don't remember.
He should fight, if he is, he should fight, well, actually, I guess not. Let me look up well, that was heavyweight, never mind. I was gonna say, Jerry Prochaska. Who he should fight next.
That's another one I can't wait to watch. That guy.
What fight was that at heavyweight?
I think that was at light heavyweight.
I thought that was Vulcan's heavyweight fight debut or something like that.
There's one easy way to find out.
No, yeah, I was at light heavyweight. I don't know why I thought it was at heavyweight for some reason.
That was a lot of blood too.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's who they were talking about. Calvin might have broke his nose.
Calvin breaks his nose every fight. He broke his last fucking fight too. I mentioned it. He breaks his nose all the time. It's always in the same spot too.
Why doesn't he just get like the cartilage replaced with metal at this point?
Because that's considered a weapon.
Fucking.
Light heavy. 44 minutes in. Does not feel that long.
Does not.
Oh wow, so Jerry Prochazka's number 8. So Gus Fimm's right above him. He's fighting at heavyweight. Anthony Smith's coming off his loss. Glover Teixeira's fighting Thiago Santos. Corey Anderson is without Dan's partner. Jan's waiting for a belt. Santos is fighting Corey. Reyes winning the belt. So
Yuri and Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson, that's a good fight, but I gotta go with Corey Anderson on that one.
I mean, you said the same thing about Corey versus Jan, and we saw how that went.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Jan has more power than Jerry.
It's pronounced Yuri, by the way.
I'm calling him Jerry because he's a fool.
I'm sure he would kick your ass.
No, I just gotta dance away from him.
Did you not see those dance moves against Rolkin?
He would
He'll dance towards you.
He would not hurt his fellow Czech. Round 3. Not too much action round 2, really.
Oh.
There's a bit. Fucking Kattar broke his nose, it looks like, but... This is the one thing with featherweight fights. They're so and lightweights too sometimes, but lightweights, they have the name value.
Yeah.
Some of these featherweight fights, sometimes these guys are so fucking tough. And there's such an output, but you get bored watching it.
These guys are just so tough.
It's kind of like a Holloway fight sometimes. It's just like, Max fights so calmly, so like, slow. And like, there's not going to be a finish, but it's like, you still love Max Holloway though.
It feels like some of these featherweights are just like, because of how tough they are.
Yeah.
That none of them just seem to have the just straight up just knockout power to just knock each other out. So like just everything
well, that's
sits
why
and takes
Jeremy
fucking
Stevens
forever.
is so fucking impressive. And I think why Connor was too. It's like,
Because like Calvin's just clean hook right to the jaw of Ige like 4 times in the last round or something.
yeah. So the
Spike's
weakest
just
chin
not
of
over.
featherweight, who would that be right now?
Jeremy
Barboza?
Stevens.
I'd say Edson Barboza, probably.
Yeah, probably. But
Jeremy Stevens
didn't
is out.
Barboza just move down to bantamweight?
No, he just moved on to featherweight. He was a lightweight before.
That's what it was. Yeah, it's probably Barboza. Well, listen, Jeremy Stevens has got the most losses in the UFC.
Yeah, he's Jeremy Stevens. He fucking fights.
Come on, Calvin.
The fucking featherweight Chuck Liddell is Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, it is. Jaw hasn't broken yet, though.
Ugh. Only Colby's. That's it. How can he fucking deny that jaw was broken when fucking pictures came out?
Because that's who Colby Covington is.
What a fucking nerd. I'll use his own language against him. Fucking virgin.
Oh my god. Colby Covington fucks.
He is genuinely funny though. Fucking Stephen Wonderbread Thompson. Like, it's like, that's not even an insult. It's so fucking bad. Shit. Like, fucking, the best insult at welterweight was fucking Ben Askren's fucking Marty from Nebraska.
Like, it just seems like none of the welterweights, it's not possible to make fun of them.
Yeah. Well, they're all, the problem is, it's like, skill-wise, they're all so fucking good. That's like...
But then they also just live just boring-ass lives. And they just don't, there's just nothing to make
Jorge
fun of.
Masvidal.
Yeah, but he's living like Larry.
Living like Larry.
So there's nothing to make fun of there. And then on top of that, if you make fun of Jorge Masvidal, you're gonna end up dead.
I told my dad the Jorge Masvidal quote with Ariel. He's like, I'm known for my sucker punch and my 100-yard dash. And my dad's like, I like that. It's like no, if you want to learn to fight, learn from that guy.
That's a good one.
I'm known for my sucker punch and my 100-yard dash. That's a guy you don't fuck with.
Oh my god. When the fuck did he say that?
That wasn't too long ago. It was after the Askren fight. Ariel Helwani or something. Dude, I got some conspiracy theories to talk about.
What?
I got some conspiracy theories to talk about, but I want to do it with Cooper here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I want to get Cooper on the podcast.
We really want Cooper on the podcast?
I want Cooper on the podcast. I love that hippie.
Alrighty then, this is the
championship round.
Neither one of these boys have been here all that often.
I think this Cater's first.
No, they just had it up on the screen.
Oh, has he had one? Oh,
This is Cater's second, this is Ige's first.
Yeah. Who did he fight that was a main event? It wasn't Sabit, because that was only a 3-round fight.
This is a fucking fun one. I will figure out.
Would you want to watch Mir Lesnar 3?
Mir Lesnar 3?
Yeah.
That is a...
They're 1-1. Frank Mir is probably one of my favorite heavyweights of all time when I actually really think about it. I really did like his style. I mean, I'm a big striker fan. I like jiu-jitsu, but I just like his personality, just like the fucking kind of arrogance he had with him. He was a real asshole.
What's that with backwards or something?
What?
Give me a minute. I'm going.
Getting tired. This is going to be a very thrilling podcast to get into.
There we go. It was before he was in the UFC.
Ah, okay. Oh, well, that's cool. Alright, what else about UFC 251? All look great. Rose. Was that the next fight? Rose, Andrade. Good fight. I guess it's going to be Rose and Weili now.
I think so.
Because Tatiana is still injured and Joanna just lost.
I'd imagine so.
So, yeah, I think that's what you do. That seems fair.
To be honest, it also just seems fair because Andrade was number 1 and Rose was number 2.
Yeah, definitely. What was before that?
And then before that one was the Paige fight, but
Yeah, Paige, she just didn't look... She looked like she had foot halfway out the door and just wanted to get done for contract, I think.
Yeah.
Good for her. Hope she finds what she's looking for, wherever that is. But, what I care about... The prelim showcase, fucking Yuri Prochazka versus Volkan Ozdemir.
That was a fun one.
So I was listening to something, it's like, he's normally not like that, actually. He's normally not, like, he has the dance moves, but he's normally not, it doesn't come on that strong. That's like the first time he's ever done that.
You think he might have been just showing off a little bit?
Yeah, but I mean, hey, Ryzen champion, Ryzen, I mean, they just, like, basically, he just said, like, that's a promotion people write off.
Yeah, it is.
And he just, like, dude, I just beat Volkan Ozdemir. That's a title contender.
He didn't just beat him. He
And
came in here, let him beat him up for a round, and then said, heh, that's cute.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's a great look, at least. Now I want to see who. So I guess Corey Anderson, or I mean, you don't want to give him some come off a loss though.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Corey Anderson's loss is really, really hard to write down as.
I think they might try to give him to Jan, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably will, but
like they'll either give him Jan or Dom, I feel like, which is kind of ridiculous. Or he's going to go against someone else, which I hope. I think he'd lose against either one of those guys.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's up there. I'd like to see him against Corey.
I personally hope they give him Corey. Because, like...
I think
really
Anthony
hard.
Smith would be the best fight for him, but that might be a little too soon for Anthony.
That's a guy coming off of 2 losses, though.
Yeah, but that finish him off. No offense to Anthony Smith. That's a good fight. It's just above him in the rankings.
Yeah.
It's a good style matchup for him, too. That's the thing, because Anthony Smith will most likely stand and strike.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
What's that?
Do you think the UFC should match make with that kind of consideration? Or do you think it should be pure meritocracy?
Well, seeing as how this is the sport of mixed martial arts, I think it should be more just off of merit, where you're currently at in the rankings, stuff like that. Because while matching up 2 dudes who are going to stand and just go to war with each other, yeah, it's super cool to watch. And there's nothing wrong with doing it every now and again. But, like, at the same time, you have rankings for a reason.
Yeah.
You should be using them.
UFC didn't create the rankings, though. That was a media thing. Sherdog created the UFC rankings. UFC didn't have them for a long time, and then they only did it because they didn't want to be told, like, well, these guys are ranked, because they, UFC wanted to put the fights they wanted to put on. And people are like, well, what about these rankings? UFC like, well, they're not the real rankings. So they just UFC made real rankings, and then just kind of, that's why it's all based on fan stuff with the rankings. Because it goes by what the fights they want to put on. And yeah, there's some meritocracy to it, but I think that's why no one argues it too much in the UFC, just because we know the rankings aren't really a thing either. Like,
yeah, but then you get people who get stuck down at, like, 8 and stuff, who just don't move up because people don't like them.
Yeah. Well, they move up when they get the win, but it's hard to get. But they don't get the fight. That's the hard part. They normally use those guys as kind of as gatekeepers to keep other rising prospects out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you get a Surger, and then they beat the Surger and catch Thunder.
Yeah.
Mickey Gall kind of did that. And that's why, like, Mickey Gall's kind of looked at, like, whenever you hear Mickey Gall, you're excited for the fight, but it's like, he hasn't really had this huge roster of high-level competition there, really. He just beat CM Punk and he beat Sage Northcutt.
Yep.
And it's like, I mean, he's not bad. He definitely has potential, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's not like he's this amazing elite tier. It's just you're hyped on him. Especially with his last fight, Mike Perry, someone that, yeah, he's a fan favorite, but not really anywhere in the title picture.
Yeah, and it's kind of stupid, but
yeah, fucking especially when he picks a fight in a bar. Ugh, fucking Mike Perry's bar fights. He should be getting help, though. I think we talked about that on another podcast.
yes, we did.
Fifth round, halfway through. See, this, I hate this shit on this. It's a fun fight, but I don't know. I'm spoiled. The UFC puts on way too many good fights. That was fun.
Yeah, because I mean, like, yeah, but it's like I was saying. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, they should be a little more open and honest about why they're putting guys against each other.
Yeah.
Like, if they're just putting two guys into a fight with each other because they think it'll be a fight that sells, they should just say that.
So, like, well, how do we feel like this fight? Because this is both a meritocratic fight, but it's also definitely a style matchup.
Yeah, they're both strikers, but like,
Or you could say the same for Zabit and Kattar. That's meritocratic and a style matchup. And a little bit of luck for Kattar to get the spot.
this one was a little weird because, like, as you saw just a moment ago, Ige's been trying to take him to the ground 7 times so far.
Well, yeah, Ige's a good submission fighter, but he's also known as a great striker. And Kattar's known for having pretty good takedown defense. That's why it's kind of a fun style matchup.
And then Kattar's just kind of been on the. These are two guys that have both just kind of been surging their way on up, and unlike our boys Zabit and Yair,
Well, they need
these
to
two
fight.
actually ended up fighting each other before they got all the way to the top.
Yeah. Well, with Zabit and Yair, the biggest problem is like Yair's last time was, or maybe not his last time, but like with Jeremy Stevens and even Zabit's of Calvin Kattar. Both those were fun fights.
Yeah.
Yair, obviously, you know, the eye poke in the first one with Jeremy Stevens, and then the getting the knockout. Go, Kattar, get him. Don't get crazy. What a way to finish the fight.
Yeah.
Pounding the fucking shit out of him. That was a great fight. But, what was I saying?
This is a good example of, like, when they should have had Yair and Zabit fight each other.
So, like, here's the thing, like, so like I said, like, yeah, there's the Jeremy Stevens stuff, but why is fucking Yair fighting Jeremy Stevens? It's a fun fight, but what's that doing for him?
What's that doing for either one of them?
And then
really?
Zabit fighting Calvin Kattar. It's like, okay, this is a fun fight, but we know who's the A side. Like, in both those fights, we know who the A sides are. And Yair Stevens is a little bit closer than Zabit Kattar. Like, Kattar's still not, like, I guess he's the A side in this fight, but any other fight, he's not a selling point right now.
Yep.
He's just breaking into it now, I'd say. But it's like, Yair's been the A side on almost all his fights lately. Zabit's been
both
the A
of
side.
those.
Why not put them against each other? It makes sense.
Especially if you're not giving either one of them the title shot.
Yeah, well, this is how you get fucking crowding. Because there's still Korean Zombies arguably above them.
Yeah.
And Max now.
Like, literally them fighting Calvin and Stevens respectively. That was literally just avoiding having them fight each other.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know how. And I get it, like... I don't know what's going on with it, but it's kind of like... Yeah, I want to see that fight. And
it feels like they're scared if one of them beats the other the loser's just not gonna come back.
Yeah, no. And maybe early on that's how it happens. But not when you're in the top 10 even.
Yeah, it's not
especially
like, it's
top
not,
10 of featherweight. If you're top 10 at heavyweight or like light heavy where it's pretty shallow, sure, but
I mean, like, quite frankly, if either of their mentality is that poor where they lose to...
Kattar won.
Yeah, of course he did. It was.
I agreed he won, but yeah.
Yeah, but if either Zabit or Ayer's mentality was so poor that a loss to the other just puts them on an insane losing streak and they just cannot recover, they weren't gonna fucking make it as the champ anyway.
Yeah. Oh, they're taking a picture together. That's a fucking awesome. You don't see that enough.
Fucking social distancing, fuckheads.
Just shared blood, man. Alright.
Listen, that's the same
what
thing
else
as,
do we got covered from UFC 251?
Um,
Anything else? I think we covered all the big fights.
we gotta cover the fight that Kelby was excited for.
Oh,
The cheating
his
piece of
fucking
shit.
cheesing. Fuck the fucking Russian. No, I already shit on enough fighters. I apologize for all the fighter shitting I was doing tonight. I'm doing kind of more than I normally do. I don't want to seem like that guy, but it is fun. It's fun to be a troll. I forget the dude's name.
Bogatov?
Bogatov, sure. Whatever.
That is at least close enough to...
he wins the first round, loses the second bad. Start the third.
Is losing the third for all intents and purposes.
Losing the third. Illegal knee. Okay, whatever. That one, it was a bad illegal knee. No point deduction, but... yeah, it probably was accidental. But then the second one
was a lot less accidental.
Like, you kind of have them, the ref goes on the other side of you kind of block the body, then you throw it, and you try to keep going immediately after.
It's not even like it was a thrown up. He came out and straight back in.
Yeah. And then a fucking illegal knee on the ground. Ground opponent, oh my god. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking Mark Garza said, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was... Ugh. Props to who'd he fight?
I don't even know the guy's name anymore.
Oh, God. God damn it. I have to look it up, but... Come on, load please. UFC 251.
Yeah. 2-point deduction, though. Our guy got a nice win. That shit was crazy.
Leonard Santos.
Props
Props on
on
Leonard
Mr.
Santos for taking 2 dick hits and an illegal knee
Dude,
to the
that
head.
dickhead was scary. He was like crying on the ground with it.
And then deciding, you know what? I still got 60 seconds left in this fight. You want this fight, homie? Bring it. Props on Leonard Santos for not just going, listen, I can't keep going.
What were your general thoughts of the card?
Well, I was...
You said boring earlier.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. I was very excited. Leading up to the card, I was very uninterested in everything except for the title fights. Then everything except for the main and co-main event fucking was just phenomenal to watch. And then the just sheer amount of disappointment I got from watching the 2 main event fights was...
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very hard to continue being hyped to watch the things after those.
I would have been fine with it, because all the fight I was fine with.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the last fight that was interesting for me to watch. The other two were...
I was fine with the Holloway fight, but I hated that decision.
Yeah, and
And
that's
then
my...
I think that would kill the mood, and then me and you, we saw the fight that we were hoping Kamaru Usman did, really.
Yeah, we did say it's the fight he needs to fight, but...
So...
God damn it.
I mean, I want to maybe see Masvidal fight a little bit, but I think he just couldn't. I think he did when he could, and
Mario just dominated him.
It's a question I want to ask on a future podcast. Like, at what point should a fighter stop using the game plan and go for it? Because you see that fight, you saw it with Max in the first Volkanovski fight. Just kind of like 4 rounds went by of him trying to figure out, okay, where...
Yeah, I mean, it's something you hear me say a lot when we sit there and watch these fights. If you are losing... coaches need to be a lot more honest with their fighters. If your fighter is losing the fight, or if you even have the slightest shadow of a doubt that your fighter is losing the fight, tell them, listen, fuck the game plan. Go out there, and worst case scenario, you lose. If you were already losing, you lost. They finished you, but guess what? If you go out there and say, you know what? Fuck it. I got nothing to lose at this point. I'm already losing this fight. And a lot more fighters need to start doing that, because some of these guys just, even when they know they're fucking losing, just go out there and don't try to win the fight.
Yeah, you definitely see it. I don't want to be harsh on the fighters, but I do think it is a coaching thing. I think coaches need to be like, hey, you need to go for it, man. You're not in the clear. It's close.
I mean, that's a bit of a different one. If it's close,
But no, I understand that. I'm saying because you don't want to tell your fighter like you're going to lose, because especially in a long round they're going to give up.
yeah.
But it's like just like, hey, it's close. Come on, fight, just at least so you can win that last round. Maybe one of the judges fucked up earlier and you get a shit win. Like, we know how our sport is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
The close ones.
fighters should always try, because you don't even have to win to win.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta confuse the judges. Slip them some beer and cigarettes.
Fucking Keith Peterson. There is a tack in the couch.
That's
I found
not
that. I will not say how I found that. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else about UFC 251. We enjoyed it, without a doubt, but we want a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way.
Neither
to sum
satisfied nor dissatisfied, I guess.
it up. It was all right. It did not live up to.
I am hyped for. I like this weekend's card, but next weekend's Whitaker Till. But
That one is going to be fun.
tomorrow, Thursday, or later today,
That's right.
because it's
Today.
1 a.m. Birdnest Part 5. I don't know what we're going to name it. I don't know what we're going to name this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put Fight Companion UFC and get them watching this shit. I'll find something to put it.
Yeah, I got no idea.
But I'm not going to have to edit, actually, because this was a perfect podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to cut some of the moments of silence, but.
I'm not cutting any of it.
Oh.
Yeah. This is actually a perfect podcast, even though I could be cutting this bit out, but I don't think I'm going to.
Behind the scenes, us talking about our editing process.
Yeah. But, it doesn't matter. What was I saying? Yeah, later tonight's podcast, we should maybe have a special guest. We're not sure. Stay tuned. So, I'll let the cockroaches pass because I heard them. Please like the video and help us gain more of a following. Please share both on social media platforms and through word of mouth and help grow our podcast. Please comment and reach out to us on Instagram at theofficialbirdnest and join the conversation, or email us at theofficialbirdnest@gmail.com. And please subscribe and click the notification bell.
Please, we need some more likes on our Instagram posts.